Deinfluence You as someone who's been a full-time content creator and influencer for almost 4 years now. The first 2 I was a college student though. Hold up, because before I do that, I want to share with you guys why I love this de-influencing trend so much. In this world of social media where we're constantly seeing influencers and business gurus boast about their luxurious lives, and it sort of seems like that's all we're seeing. People going on brand trips, vacations, getting gifts that they don't pay for even though they have the money to pay for it. It can sort of make the rest of us feel like we're not good enough, like we're not doing enough and working hard enough, even though we probably are. It can just seem like very out of touch, but don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on them because they provide us with entertainment and they also give us something to look up to aspire to. So it's a good thing to have that kind of content, but I do think that it needs to be balanced with more real voices. So that's why I made this video, because I want to show you guys that my life isn't super luxurious, but there are things that I'm extremely proud of, even though I'm not making so much money and doing all of these crazy things. I can be proud of accomplishments that some people might consider to be little, and I can find gratitude in certain things that someone of that level and influence might look over on a day-to-day basis. Here's a 360 of my room. I'm a mess. I am the furthest thing from organized, and nothing about this screams aesthetic at all. I do plan on changing that though when I move in a month, so stay tuned. However, I'm 23 and I'm living in an apartment that I pay rent for myself. Of course, I share it with my roommate, but that's pretty cool. I pretty much live paycheck to paycheck. I mean, in this industry, it's more like paycheck to not paycheck because everything's really inconsistent. But you see a lot of influencers living these big luxurious lives. That's not me. I barely leave LA. I barely leave my apartment. I also have to pay for boarding if I leave because I have this big ass chunk of lovin'. And that's really expensive. Low-key, it's exciting and it adds some spice to my life, you know? Never know if I'm gonna have to vacate the premises in a month, or if next year I'm gonna be able to afford a penthouse. The possibilities are endless, literally. You know, if I get a big paycheck, it's yeah! And if I don't get paid, it's okay, what do I need to do next to survive? It's great. Kind of. I've had LinkedIn notifications set in my emails for the past 2 years. Every now and then I apply to a few jobs, but I've never really been the best at responding to authority. Just ask my parents and my first boss. Although he was the worst and he deserved the insubordination. I have terrible eating habits. Most days I survive on my Orgain protein shakes, Cheerios and milk, and Chipotle burritos. Don't knock the Chipotle burritos though, okay? I get a lot of food groups in one bite, and it makes my tummy happy. Oh, and also usually I have some sort of popcorn or salt and vinegar snack at the end of the day. I also have some salt and vinegar goldfish crisps sitting behind me on my bed. I'm extremely inconsistent with exercise. I got really into Pilates for a few months and I would hike 5 times a week, but that didn't last because then I kind of experienced some health problems, and now I'm pretty much afraid to move on most days. I will get back into that routine though because I know I can do it now. It just will take a little oomph boost to get back there. I've been wearing pretty much the same wardrobe since high school. I mean, my parents paid for those clothes, and I gotta save the money that I make today for rent, food, the occasional drink when I go out, student loans. At the end of the day, I have clothes that cover my body, and I'm grateful for that. Alright, that's it for now. I love you guys. Mwah!